line, and I can see the chat's already.
Let's go! Hey, Bobby.
Hey, how's it going, Bams? I hope the volume is nice and steady for you.
Steady.
So, but lads, how have you been this week? Been a good day? Been a good week?
Do you know what? No,
you've had a bit.
I've been off with the kids this week, so it's been 14-hour days of pure unadulterated positivity and support. I'm exhausted. Don't have kids.
Don't have kids. That's double D's advice. Don't have kids. And how have you been, Breezy?
Just want to ask, how the fuck did you get in my house? Seriously.
Dick. I know what you were going to say.
What can we say? What can we say? Oh,
where was I? Was I in London this week or was that last week?
This week? Yeah, I was the Notting Hill Festival.
That's alright.
Alright, yeah.
Brad, I got a text from you at 3:30 saying, I think I might be dying.
That's true, yeah.
So you might have to maybe contextualise the trip a little bit more than it was alright.
Yeah, that's right. I put my lungs full of alcohol.
Rather than breathing alcohol, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, I drank quite a lot, quite fast. I was like, well, this hasn't hit me at all. And then...
What day was that? Was it last weekend?
That was on Sunday.
Yeah, so was it you went for 2 days, right?
Yeah. No, that's Saturday, Sunday. Down on Saturdays doing London stuff, and then Sunday.
So what's the format of Nine Because I've never been. We talked.
Yeah,
we've
never been.
Yeah, I'd love to do it. I know it's like a big party, but like,
yeah.
Let everyone know what it's all about.
Oh, I just turn up and get drunk. There's a shitload of people. There's like trucks, like parades going by, and if you follow that, you might just get crushed to death in a massive people jam. So I try to avoid that. So I just try to go down the side streets.
Good idea.
And there's always like there's like shit down the alleyways. There's like people with selling drinks out of these like throw up like market blips, shit. People try to charge you £3 to use the bathroom in their house because it's clean.
I've heard about this. Yeah, I think you told me about this in the previous.
There's like shitloads like DJs just like down side streets and shit. And apparently Shaggy was there.
Shaggy.
So Shaggy said it wasn't me. So I guess it wasn't him. Apparently Sting was there somewhere.
The wrestler.
The wrestler was in London, but also the musician.
Are you being serious? Both Stings were in London.
Yeah, both Stings were in London. If anyone didn't catch last week's AEW All In, I'd honestly say if you can get to watch it, watch it.
I didn't go.
It was a fantastic wrestling show, and they literally, even though some people have said online like there was barely 1,000 people there, but I can tell you now, I've watched videos of fans. You know how fans do on TikTok and stuff. There were. It might not have been necessarily 80,000. They might have had 80,000 tickets, but
people.
It was so close. It was so close.
The rest was CGI.
The wrestlers outnumbered the people.
And before we do go any further, we'd like to, mention our sponsor. Other films are available. Jurassic World.
I don't know why he keeps doing this. I don't know why.
That wasn't luck that Brad survived.
You ever want to tranquilise a dinosaur? We're in the right place, it seems.
Glad you're enjoying the setup, Bams. Yeah, I did go for a bit of a talk show vibe. I even got the presenter jacket on, even though I've been to turf today to watch football.
Are you going to stand up and do a 12 first?
Oh no one wants to see that. No one wants to see that.
It's got to be a benefit for us to be in person, right?
But life could have been. I don't know. I'm moving on. I'm segueing off this. So, although life could be worse, you could have been in Toronto this past week.
What's happening in Toronto at the moment?
Well, there was a major pile-up in Toronto thanks to a lorry tipping over. Okay. But that weren't the problem.
Right.
The police had to get everyone in the area to close all the windows and doors, and all the drivers obviously closed their windows.
Yeah.
Because when this lorry went over, 5 million bees were released.
Not the bees!
yeah. So on Wednesday, they had these crates carrying the bees, obviously, the bee farm, and it fell off the truck on the highway. And 5 million bees came out of smashed crates. They had to tell people to avoid the area. Not the bees, Vans, I know. And
This is like...
And that for me would be like, even though I always say bees are cool. Wasps are nasty.
Wasps are dicks.
We don't like wasps. We don't like wasps.
But rich bastards in their big houses, fuck them.
They can just sting you whenever they want. What?
What are you
sort of talking about?
Is that a reference to something?
I don't know.
That's a thing. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
But the bees are alright. We're down with the bees, but not when there's 5 million of them.
So
Simpsons predicted it. I'm just thinking that came out great.
what's the clean-up for 5 million bees?
He's got to be
what they had to do...
get some flowers, I guess. I don't know.
No. What actually happened were... the police put out a public appeal to all the local animal care centres and stuff, and said, and all the local bee owners, and said,
4 of them.
have you got anything that can help us collect all these bees? And what they actually had to do was set traps with honey and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And all the bees eventually flew into these traps.
Oh.
But it's still going on, obviously.
I bet, yeah.
And what they've actually said is any drivers in the area, do not stop by the crates, the ones they've put down for traps. Just keep going, windows shut. You're not doing it, nothing.
Can you not? I mean, I assume this wasn't the case because of the way they were transporting them, but I've seen like stuff online where people like grab a queen.
Yeah.
And the bees just follow the queen, but I assume that colony isn't developed because of the
No, but I suppose it is very similar, because once you get the queen in there, the rest...
Shuttle a fart in there.
The rest will follow, yeah. So, apparently it's still going on, yeah.
Crazy. That's crazy.
It's absolutely I couldn't believe it. I actually learnt about this on a pub quiz this week, because it was one of the questions in the news, what happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? What, bees? And then I had to look it up, obviously.
What's the knock-on effect of them not collecting those bees then? Is they going to have a boom in honey?
Well,
natural honey, I suppose. It's not like honey.
But potentially, obviously, there is health risk, because people, even though we say bees are alright, they are scared.
Oh yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So
what eats bees? Birds eat bees, right?
Yeah.
Birds and the bees. That's a thing.
Yeah.
So then, would you get a boon in birds?
I don't know,
mate.
I don't know.
I mean, we need to revisit this in 3 weeks' time.
We do. when we've got more access to Google, because I'm Google it tonight. Honestly, right, people. Tonight we've gone for a full setup. I've literally behind the camera. We've got my laptop, so I do apologise if we have any issues. We've got a camera. We've got a microphone hanging over us that you can't see out of shot. Honestly, we've gone for the full works here, trying to, give a good show, but it's one of them where I'm monitoring the chat.
Yeah, I can't see the chat. I can't get the binoculars out.
I'm monitoring the chat. I'm on phone.
I'm just enjoying myself.
What even is that logic? What logic are you talking about, Vams?
I'm just talking about my bees, birds.
Oh, right. Birds and the bees.
No, because bees will be prey for a certain species, and by that logic, the predators of bees will then have a boom. That's how it works, because they've got more food.
Potentially, yeah.
That's where goddamn logic comes in, bam, bee, bitch.
Potentially.
Oh, this is funny.
And so...
It's too easy to get animated in this setting. Yeah. I'm not constrained by desks and chairs.
I know.
There's too much space. I feel like I should just start flipping shit for fun. Let's get on something really
beefy.
Yeah.
Beefy? Well, we could
segue.
Yeah.
There's no cow in this house.
Roger! Where's Roger going?
Well, we want to go beefy, but it's more porky.
Okay.
So, This week,
Meatballs in the fridge, beef.
right? This week it must have been a slow news week. It really banzes the bitch apparently.
The bitch.
The bitch.
You gotta
this week apparently must have been a slow news week because a guy were hosting a barbecue, as they do over in America. You know, they're mad on the barbecues.
I like a good barbecue.
I'll tell you what Americans should bring here is you know the tailgate parties when sports events are on. They're epic. So what they all do, right? So they all drive the trucks into the car park, say next to the baseball arena or college football stadium. And what they'll do is set up barbecues on the back of the trucks and cook all meat and get beers out and everything. Over here, you get arrested for that shit.
To be fair, we're too busy fighting to
they do fight.
The train before you go into the arena.
Can we just also vindication? Pause on the current story. Bambi's googled it and she's saying I'm completely correct around the predator prey food cycle.
Yeah.
So vindication.
Vindication for double
I'm
D.
good at knowledge. Honest.
So anyway, this pensioner slaps out his pork.
And then he starts cooking. Oh, I love that wrinkled pork.
And he was shocked when his pork sirloin looked a spit of Donald Trump.
Oh, fuck. Does look like Donald Trump. Look, he's got a picture. You know, people see like stains on the wall that look like Joseph and Mary. This is Donald Trump pork.
That, honestly, it's so weird that. It does look like it. It was,
I had a quick gander earlier.
Yeah, we've even got the cards tonight, Bounce.
Oh my god.
And the mugs.
It's so, honestly.
The thing is...
I will put this picture up at some point.
The thing is, even if it didn't come out like that, and somebody's like carved it and moved it around to look like Trump, it's still pretty accurate.
Yeah. Yes. And Babs has just said, do you even pork, bro?
You even pork, bro? I don't pork, I'm vegetarian.
Yeah. True story about the money.
That's facts.
So, yeah, basically the meat version of the former US president who is being charged with God knows what today.
I don't care if he gets arrested or not, but if he's allowed to run for president again, Americans, if he wins, Americans.
Right.
So we've touched upon this a couple of times over the last few weeks. What, on your point, man, how does that work? How can you, is it been pulled in for the January stuff?
They've tried that, they didn't get away with that.
So what's he been pulled in for?
So apparently he's been pulled in, he had some, let's say, confidential files at his Florida home, which he should have given back straight away. He's been, so it's under, I think it's under like the Espionage Act.
Yeah, the secret.
You know, so they've pulled him in on that. And, oh man, there's so many things they're trying to label him with. But the issue I've got with this, right, and you know, we're supposed to be unbiased here, right? And as Double D says, his main hate is people who don't have open minds.
Very true.
So
we learned that last week.
Yeah. So have an open mind about this, right?
You talking to me here?
Both of you.
I don't lean left or right.
I'm quite close-minded about Trump, so yeah. Go on, what was that?
Right. So bear in mind here, ignore that, that's just something that's popped up, it's fine.
NordVPN!
We are unofficial sponsored by
Yeah, NordVPN, other VPN products are available. So, the thing I don't like about this thing with Trump, right, is
it the money?
It's clearly being done to try and stop him getting back in, right? Which is...
He was impeached twice.
Yeah, but he should have been
his first one.
No.
Because
No, I'm leading somewhere. So they're clearly doing this, and every single... So, put it this way, this has gone that high, it goes to the top of the Justice Department in America, who then reporting to President Biden. who is scared of Trump, quite frankly.
Oh, let's have him killed.
He is. He is.
I mean, we know people win a fight, if that's what you mean.
Right.
Oh,
no, but
Biden can take him.
he's obviously scared.
Well, I mean,
Right. So, Bams likes the studio decor today.
This is just Brad's Saturday house.
Yeah.
He's got another house that he lives in for every other day.
So going back to what I was saying, right, so Biden was obviously in a position of power here to affect how Trump runs for president, yeah?
Yeah.
But at the same time, Biden's being investigated, but no one is bringing anything forward because they're bringing everything against Trump. Right? This is what I don't like about it. So at the end of the day, right, have a free-for-all. If Biden's guilty...
Royal Rumble for president!
If Biden is guilty of taking bribes or whatever, yeah, and I'm not saying he has, I'm only saying what's been in the news and basically put around social media and stuff.
Yeah.
But if Biden is guilty of taking bribes,
Yeah.
he should be charged as well. So then, you know, if they say, well, you've committed a criminal offence, you can't run for president, which doesn't actually stop you running for president.
I was going to ask that.
It doesn't. It doesn't stop you running for president. Don't get me wrong. It affects your credibility.
If you go
It affects your credibility.
Prison is a strong.
I'd love to run from prison. From prison.
I'd be so good.
But
I'm from the streets. For real.
What I'm saying is, it's all political. They're using it as political punches. It's just. I don't think it's right.
Are these not just the rules of the game, though? Well, you're saying it's all political, but it's politics.
Well, the rules are fixed then because currently...
Of course they are, it's politics.
Because the Democrats are in charge, so...
It's like playing Monopoly when you got a secret stash underneath the board and nobody
gets it. Every time. Every single person playing Monopoly.
But anyway, moving on to Trump, because sometimes it's Trump by name, Trump by nature.
I don't know, I quite like this discussion. This is a good one for me.
But... So basically, I reckon everyone should be held accountable, and that includes Biden and whoever. So, right, guys, did you hear about the special case this week? So this woman got caught trying to smuggle cocaine.
Sorry. So this is, I mean, I assume that happens a lot, but this has got to be. This is an outlandish one, right? This is an outlandish one. Okay.
Which actually, now I've thought about it, I've actually heard worse.
Where did she put it?
So, right. So a woman was caught trying to smuggle cocaine. This is all off elmetro, by the way, .co.uk if you want to check it out. Through an airport by hiding half of it, well, I'd say a third judging by these, maps in her vagina.
Oh, please.
I mean, that's
common practice.
It's arguably the best place.
But the best thing is what she did to try and hide it.
Oh, go on. She put a tampon. Did she hide it in a dildo?
She had close.
A butt plug.
She got a large condom. Yeah. And filled it in the large condom.
I mean, yeah.
And put the large condom up her. So it was sort of like a little
work, is it?
And the best bit about it is they've actually put the X-ray scan online, and it actually looks like a dildo in her.
Have we got an amount? How much did she shove up there?
So,
I want inches. I want girth.
You want?
I want girth. Brad, go get your tape measures.
So basically, she had 11 capsules in a condom.
Right, how big's the capsules?
I just swallowed
a total of 110 grams.
Go get your scales and
it has a UK street value of 5,500.
Is that it?
But
the value of cocaine gone down.
She also swallowed.
There you go.
See, that's the better option.
So she took it.
Unless the bank burst, then you're dead.
So she took it and swallowed.
I was going to say, yeah.
God help her if it burst. They stopped that from happening.
Well, you double bag on that. You double bag on it.
But in her stomach, she has 632 grams of cocaine worth 31,000.
There you go. That's more like it. That's more like it.
I don't know if that's
So she couldn't swallow anymore. So she.
She was like, I'm full up now.
Yeah, they always say, would you do this or that for $1 million? It's like
30K,
40K. Like,
Look, she wouldn't even get that.
no,
She would get probably like 10%, if that.
not worth it. Fuck that.
That's stupid money.
It's a bad deal.
It is a bad deal.
It is.
Like, let's say she gets, what, 5% of it? Of 35k?
Maybe it was like $1 million or something, maybe, but like...
It's like 1,500 quid. It's just not...
It is a bad deal. I mean, what will make people do that? I don't know, to be honest. I've never had that mindset.
Some people really don't want a 9-5.
Don't want to work in somewhere.
again-
I just want to swallow drugs.
Maybe the travel's cops, I don't know.
I mean, if you get a couple of nights overnight stay somewhere...
Where would they go? Anyone knows?
Yeah, where are they coming from? Oh, we're going.
She was going. So
I knew
she was stopped at the international airport in Buenos Aires,
Nice.
Where's that?
and you can't say that without the twang.
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires.
That's really
Buenos Aires, Argentina.
So it's the next podcast from that location.
And she was
We do it on
flying
the
from
beach.
Spain.
That's your Monday house, isn't it? In Buenos Aires?
Yeah.
So
It's the closest you're going to get to a beach on this podcast. I'm full.
Can we do it at the pleasure beach?
Oh my god.
Val's open again! Guys, we need to some black bull.
I didn't realise you were so excited. I rarely see you so animated.
I just remember Val's open.
Yeah.
The first time in 25 years.
Bams has just hit the nail on the head, by the way, with this woman she was flying from Argentina to Spain, and she got smuggling and penetration all in one.
On that thought, though, there's kind of like a hot danger element to it. So maybe there was some
The risk of the excitement of being
there's some little kinky shit going on.
It's a long fucking flight as well.
From Argentina, yeah, that is pretty fun.
I don't really like them. What kind of flights go to Argentina? I assume it's like...
Ones with women with full of drugs.
Well, I assume it's not like... I don't know what kind of... They must have their own designated... I don't see, like, British Airways going to Argentina. Or maybe they are. No.
They Double D, Google, flights to Argentina, see you
Do you want prices as
I
well?
don't want to go to Argentina. They don't like us.
It's going to be Argentine Airways.
The only way we're going to get a flight over there, we're like close back into the Falklands if war's declared again.
You're not far off. It's Latin flights. A Latin route, sorry.
Nice.
Yeah. So, do you want to know prices?
It's all in Latin.
Go on, what's the price for us to go Buenos Aires from Manchester?
£2,000.
It's like, I can't help that twang. It's like saying croissant. You've got to go croissant.
You actually can't. I mean, I've looked at the first link, and you have to send a request for a price.
I'd rather go to Chile. That's all.
which is suspicious as fuck. British Airways do go to
Chile and Cuba are actually quite nice.
Do what?
They're off the deal.
What?
Speaking of experience.
No, I'm speaking from being told of various people.
I like Chile, and I like the idea of Cuba. Is Cuba still stuck in the 50s?
No, it's some of
Castro.
Some of it is, but basically the way it works is, so when you go to Cuba, right? So I used to work with a lady called Charles, yeah.
Right.
And she used to love travelling. Her and a fella, they literally backpacked everywhere, even in the 40s and 50s. Backpacking was their passion.
That's South America from the UK.
What she did, she went down to Cuba, and one day they got a hotel and they went out for a walk in one of the cities. And she told me, and she said literally they crossed this bridge to the other side of the city.
Right.
And as soon as they crossed it, literally, like eyes were on them, and a police car pulled around the corner, pulled over, and said, sorry, sir, madam. And they were like, oh, English? English?
Yeah.
And they were like,
Anglais.
sorry, we're going to have to take you back across the river.
Was this in Cuba, sorry?
Yeah. You never ever cross the river.
Oh, really?
Apparently, some of it's gangland in the cities. Whereas if you stay in the Cuban resorts, they're very protective of it because it's their tourism.
I was going to say.
Where their money comes from visitors. So anywhere along the beaches where the hotels are and stuff, you're fine. But as soon as you go into the city, you're only allowed in one part of it.
Interesting. So back to the research.
Cigars though.
You're not allowed to bring them in, are you?
Americans can't.
Are we not allowed? I thought Cuban.
I think it's still illegal. I think like Cuban cigars are literally illegal in America.
They're illegal in America, yeah.
You know who didn't give a fuck? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No one cares in America though. Everyone brings them in.
Well, I've heard that apparently.
Talking about bribes right there. That's why.
I know in his book he mentions this briefly. He's like, he always does do what we like. He said that the media would like take a picture of him smoking a cigar, zoom in on it to see that it's a Cuban. It's like
all they have to do is go on holiday to Mexico, drive back across border in a big RV.
Yeah.
They never really check them unless they smell drugs.
Yeah.
So that's how they get in, I reckon.
I would like to know though. I know.
Are we not all Cuban cigars up here?
I'm relying on Josh for the information.
Google it. I've already got one loaded. Okay, hold that thought then. Buenos Aires. The flight sets off at 10:30. It lands at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
This is on Thursday, on the 12th of October, if you guys want to go. And it's 1,500 quid.
Oh, wow.
I'm thinking $2,000, so is that return?
It's quite expensive then, 1,500 quid.
Fuck. Yeah, sorry, bro. Sorry, bro.
Well, it's up the Falklands, we must to quarantine too.
So, what's the... I know we've done cigars, Brad.
Do you ever smoke them?
Yeah. Well, if you give me a cigar, I'll be like, sure, let's go. But it doesn't do anything for me. So
no, I mean, it just looks cool.
Well, yeah, it does look cool.
It's nice to have.
So what's the difference between a Cuban...
It's the smoothness. So over here, put it this way, over here, you have Hamlet and you have...
Hamlet's a little like...
Yeah.
It's a glorified cigarette.
No, you can get medium ones, Hamlet medium. And also you can get King Edward. Are they King Edward? Is it? Yeah.
I thought that was a penis thing.
No.
That's King Albert.
King Albert. That's a King...
Yeah, Albert.
That's
Prince Albert.
Prince Albert.
Prince Albert.
See, I know my penis is. Carry on.
How do you go? Oh my god.
Oh, I'm glad you know your own.
Oh my god, what the hell have we gotten into here? Get one like
cigars.
Listen, it's Man Night.
It is Man Night. I feel like bursting into New York, but everyone's switched off.
A friend of ours.
Just walk there, Bam says, we'll be fine.
Yeah, well, a friend of ours called Carl. He was like a cigar guy.
He is a cigar. He is alive, by the way.
Who is?
Carl is alive. Is he? I know it's surprising to hear, but he is genuinely alive. Possibly.
I haven't.
He was always a cigar guy.
No,
he would get like proper cigars. Like you would get like very expensive. Like I think it's like pack of say 12 or like, probably like over £100.
The best like cigarettes.
If you really want to celebrate something with good cigars, right? We're not endorsing smoking or anything like that here. We're just talking.
We only endorse alcohol. We don't endorse smoking.
But the best thing you can do.
Any sponsor.
Other spirits are available.
We'll sponsor those too.
Yeah, but. The thing I would say is what we need to do is you would need to go to like a tobacconist in town, right? This is what I did once when I was celebrating, and I literally went in and I said, what would you describe as the best cigars to have? Bearing in mind, I'm thinking like Cuban size, like King Edward large size.
Like chunky ones.
Yeah. And the guy honestly advised me, now we're talking 20 years ago, I can't remember what he gave me, but they were similar to King Edward, but they were really smooth. You know how cigars can be quite harsh? They were so smooth. It was like just a really nice whiskey that just got.
Well,
that's what I was just thinking. Because
it's old housemate. I won't name drop him. Alex. He got like a glass specifically which had like a
notch in it. Yeah,
an indentation.
I think I remember
specifically designed for your cigar. That was very cool.
Yeah. So do you put the cigar in the whiskey then?
You put it in the glass. So
you mix up the ash.
No.
Oh.
Bams, we are on.
Obviously, I'm joking.
Yeah. Bams, we're on drink number 2 at the minute.
Can you say it right, please?
You are.
Drank.
Well, when we say drink number 2, Brad's literally got a tankard of JD and Coco and Manhattan.
It's not that deep.
I think technically
cool.
I'm on drank 4, but that second Manhattan there was a lot of the mouth in that.
That's not that strong though.
Was that on the 15%?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right then. That's right.
And the bitter's like 15. There's only like a splash of bitters though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Drank 4.
we're not that far in yet. That comes later, Bams.
It's only half 8.
Yeah, it's only half 8. We've got wrestling and everything tonight. We've got speaking of
we're going to be recording something on the rocks in a bit, and I have no idea how we're going to do it.
We'll work
speaking of which, just while we're on the subject, at what time does it start? 1 a.m.
1 a.m. officially.
Yeah.
Show starts 1 a.m.
So 1 a.m. Me and Brad will be.
Oh, we're doing a live stream reaction.
We will do a live stream reaction.
Okay, cool.
That's cool.
Where's that? Not be able to show the actual pay-per-view because we'll get right to fuck.
We will have.
Vince McMahon will personally come round and beat the shit out of us.
You will hear sound intermittently, which you are allowed. But however, we will be live stream reaction, which sometimes is really funny actually. Me and put it this way.
I'll be completely drunk by then.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows.
Tune in then. At the last one we did. Which was last Money in the Bank, wasn't it? The last one when we were together in the same room.
That was weird. It was during the day.
Yeah,
it was in London.
Oh, was in London?
Yeah.
I was like, this isn't right.
And John Cena came out, and they kept it quiet. And literally, me and Brad went, "Holy shit!"
John Cena.
We were like, we were fanboying out.
John Cena was amazing.
No, even you went, "Holy shit!" No. You did. No. You went, and your face and your eyes even opened.
You'll never admit it, but yeah.
He did. He so did.
Why is the slander?
So what?
Where's it being streamed? Is it going to be
So it's on the WWE network.
No.
On Twitch. Probably just chat.
We'll put it on Twitch and just chat.
Cool.
And we'll it should be a fun night. We'll hopefully have everything back in place from all changing on Brad's living room.
Like 3 changes.
Just leave the table where it is after that atmosphere. Table might be a good choice after that.
But so that's on at 1 o'clock tonight. Payback. Looking forward to it. Are you looking forward to it, Brad?
I am. Actually, the papers have always been good. So for years. So I don't care what people say.
Any matches in particular though?
I'm really looking forward to the tag team street fight with Sami Zayn and Kevin against Judgment Day. That should be very good.
Ooh.
Also, Shinsuke and Seth.
Yeah.
Shinsuke's been like fucking great the last few weeks.
I believe he's turned heel. Is that correct?
Yeah.
How's he been as heel? He
looked great.
Yeah.
Really good.
I saw the turn at the last pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really good.
Really good story to tell as well. It's like really well done.
What sort of heel would you say he is? Would you say he's like
fucking sinister
and a mind game?
Is it like, sorry to jump in, is it like D&D where you've got like chaotic, neutral and awful?
There'll be like charts for that in wrestling, absolutely 100%.
Interesting.
Well, it's like
by the way, compliment from Bams just before we go any further, saying Brad's cool, he doesn't. Holy shit. Be more like Brad.
Yeah, you don't. So that's why it's nice.
Well,
that's the Brad anime.
Well, you may say that, Bams, but I've actually got, and this was off Adam, a former work colleague of mine, who was absolutely brilliant.
You notice how much JC doxes people. He doxes people all the time.
And
it's like this is Stephen Smith. His birthday is this, and he lives on 12 roads.
His national insurance number is the following.
Here's his pin for his debit card.
Adam. No, in all seriousness, Adam was a true gent in my life. Gave me a lot of confidence. He even gave me a mug. I came into work one day and he gave me a mug saying, "Be more Clayton."
Aww,
and I was like,
cool, man.
And that was really cool.
That's really
and it was like, and he was like, "Yeah, just be more Clayton. Be more positive." You know.
Yeah. It's like, and I suppose it comes down to that imitation is the greatest form of flattery, isn't it? Because if somebody wants to imitate you and says, you know, that's a bar to be measured against.
That to me was one of the biggest compliments of my life, and I'll take that on life. But Bams has said that's gay, but she loves it. You know what, Bams?
He's right. Bang on.
I would take that level of compliment any day.
Mm-hmm. Also, fucking big thing in wrestling.
Yeah, going back to wrestling.
Fucking Bray. Fucking
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was young, wasn't he? How old was he?
36.
Yeah.
36. So way too young. Had so much to give.
Yeah.
On his way back as
Such
well.
a talented guy. And it's like, yeah, because he was off with an illness. No one really knew what it was. And there was news like, all right, there's like been some preliminary talks that he's getting ready for a comeback, and then all of a sudden, almost out of nowhere, it's like
there was
passed away.
that sports guy in America who said, "I've been given permission to release this by the family," and he actually released that Bray had COVID.
Oh, right, okay.
Earlier this year, and he was made ill off it and had complications, and he was actually getting fit again to get back in the ring.
Yeah.
And unfortunately had a heart attack.
That's scary.
Yeah. He was father as well, 2 children. He was getting married soon as well.
Yeah. I mean, that you can't forget that at the end of the day. These people are actually family. They've got families and friends.
They're not characters, they are people.
You know.
People forget that. And so like closely protected and like there's a lot of their own selves in their characters.
I can see that.
Yeah. So that's why people kind of like
I really not to get too far away from that subject, but I really enjoy. I think I enjoy the stories behind wrestling.
Yeah,
the actual matches.
Yeah.
We talked a few weeks back about some of the greatest matches, and you sent a link for Undertaker and Mick Foley watching back a match.
Oh yeah.
The Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, the Hell in a Cell. That's one of my favourite matches because I remember watching it when I was a kid. I remember getting up at like God knows what time it was. Like, I remember setting an alarm when I was a kid and watching it on Channel 5. I think it was.
Channel 4.
It could have been.
It was Channel 4 because what happened for a while? Channel 4 got the rights to the main one, Survivor Series, WrestleMania, SummerSlam. King of the Ring.
And it's the heart behind the action, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
that I really enjoy about wrestling. And like I said, I very rarely watch it, but I like the idea of it.
You know what?
Yeah, I actually love those. There's 2 videos or something. It's like I sent to you.
I watched them both. Yeah.
It's like what gets me is like the rest. They're really well spoken.
Yes.
This is what they do because they're storytellers, so they explain what they're doing absurdly well.
Yeah. The biggest compliment.
That's all behind the scenes. It's like that's like even more interesting sometimes than what you see on TV.
I've watched some like stuff recently of Cena when he's on the mic and he's not even wrestling.
Yeah,
because he's so good on the mic and he's just talking shit.
Yeah,
he's so good.
You know what the biggest compliment I'll give to any wrestlers? It's not necessarily the physique, although some of them work really hard. Ultimate tight schedules.
Rikishi works really hard to keep that. No, it's a really good chick. I remember watching a fight between him and I can't remember who it was. I think it was a chick, and she did like a clothesline from hell. And he did like a fucking flip in the air. And I was like,
you know what?
Oh, Rikishi got fucking moves.
You know what? Even at that size, the physical aspects to do that 100%. Is absolutely amazing. And having done some of the training, it's unbelievable. Yeah. But the biggest thing I would say, and this was the biggest thing I found during my brief stint of being an academy wrestler, was the storytelling side sometimes is so difficult because you have an idea in your head and you want to put this idea forward, but the trouble is, in order to make that idea to come to fruition, you have to obviously promote that to the promoters and obviously lay it out there and try and get it. And the ideas behind these wrestlers' characters and everything, you know, it's the work they put into it as well. Because bearing in mind, a lot of it is out of their own pocket as well. Yeah. So a lot of the wrestlers in the WWE are what we would term in the UK self-employed. Yeah. And what they have to do is literally when they're on the road, they don't get hotels paid for.
No.
They literally have to book themselves into hotels. They have to drive or get flights.
Or even the big stuff like AWE.
Well, like international tours and stuff like that, that's all paid for.
Yeah,
flights and that's all. That's but when they're in the States, it's like you got to make your own way.
We travel a lot in the States, right?
Oh yeah,
we're in a different.
Well, that's why sometimes
it's not so because even when they're not live, they're doing house on television.
Yeah.
But apparently now, like they've cut back on that. Apparently, like they say in the 80s, the 70s, it was fucking insane. Like guys will work just didn't stop.
Yeah.
It was like. And that's why so many people did drugs and shit and to keep going.
Yeah. To find it like some sort of
if you got hurt, it's like, well, if I died, then.
So what they would do is literally finish show,
get in your car,
drive overnight to the next town, maybe have a hotel ready, and then go to sleep for a few hours, and then they've got to go to the gym. They've got to then
get
dressed, maintain it, and they've got to be at the arena for 2 p.m. in most cases. WWE. I watched a recent interview about Wade Barrett. We were talking about Brock Lesnar, and he said, they've got to be at the arena for 2 p.m. So you figure it, Raw and SmackDown don't finish till 10.
Yeah.
So that's a hell of a long day when you're driving, sleeping, and you're working as well, full 8 hours.
But the thing is, it's a work day of 8 hours. Yeah. But then, like we've just said, you've also we got to work 9 to 5, right? But we don't spend 4 or 5 hours before that 9 to 5 to support the 9 to 5, which is exactly what it is.
We're really lucky in the UK. You can pretty much drive anywhere and get back the same day to your home.
States. So much space.
I don't drive right now. I don't have a lot of car for years because I don't need one.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
We don't need it, obviously.
No, but it's like. In America, you do.
You have to.
You have no choice in the you need a car.
It's baffling that the train system.
There's no train system. Barely a train system in America.
Really crazy. I don't get it.
Oh shit! Well, that's something. When we went to London, train strikes were on.
Typical.
And it's like. And that journey down to London was the best fucking trip I've ever had.
That was tactical.
Did you? Were you on coach?
No. The train. They had a train once an hour.
Yeah. Oh right. Yeah, they do that sometimes.
So it's like we got the train. We were supposed to get the train at 7, but we got one at 8. And it's like I thought it was going to be like rammed. I thought it was going to be our people like Garfield against the fucking window. It was like barely anybody on.
Everyone avoiding it.
Yeah, barely on the train. No, nobody checked for tickets either side. I could have got a free trip to London.
I mean, it's because the staff were all striking, right?
Yeah, so no one checked tickets. Nobody was in the train station.
Wow.
There's no one taking tickets. All the shops were closed. No one checked for tickets on the train. There was no not catering. The food cart.
Yeah, food, drinks.
And nobody checked tickets when you got to the other side. If you want to travel somewhere for cheap, wait till it's strike day because no one will give a fuck. Just jump on a train on strike day. You can get where you want to go.
You know what? I still say that I still have a bone to pick with Virgin trains to this day.
I don't even have been on a Virgin.
Because I remember I used to travel to Warrington once.
That was the least Brad joke you've ever made.
So I used to travel.
What's Branson doing? He was doing space stuff, right?
Yeah, he's doing whatever. Virgin Galactic.
Yeah. Also, what is Elon's obsession with the letter X?
I think he's a secret said or something.
Has Bam said anything like said anything didn't chat like
No.
So because he named SpaceX, right?
Yeah.
He named his kid X.
Fuck off.
Do you not know it?
No.
He named his kid X. He's got like 12 kids, by the way, across multiple wives.
But the other one's called X, Y, Z.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But they had to change it because of legality.
Bob's just said I feel like you're digressing. But we are digressing. We're gonna pull it back, Bobs. Anyway, because even though we don't have the music this week because I'm not setting all that up. It is time for Brad's Mojo Punch!
How does it go? No, that's not how it goes, is it?
We're just making stuff up now. Brilliant. And now I get to do my swivel. So...
Oh god, that was a good swivel. Do it again.
Mr. Easy, Brad.
That's what they call me. Well,
That's his surname. They can't dox him.
I'm on the...
You are now in the hot seat for this week's Muncher Punch. And this week's Muncher Punch, we are going back. So
we don't talk about that weekend in Amsterdam.
No, we're regressing a little bit, but
I missed that one.
You've got 20 questions. First thing comes to your mind to answer, and it's literally going to be a quick fire round. Yeah, and let's see what you come out with. So,
can we stop between each question for us to discuss his response?
No, we'll do that at the end.
Alright, okay.
So,
let's try and remember it 20 answers.
If anyone's seen Friends with Phoebe, when she says,
"Oh yeah, okay,"
that's what we're doing here.
Okay.
So it's quick fire. Flora, I can't believe it's not butter.
It's really butter.
Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses.
Great song. Aerosmith, sorry.
Star Trek or Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Alan Carr, Jimmy Carr.
They're both shit.
Ooh. Go on.
First name into your head. Lemons or lemonade.
Lemonade.
Steps or S Club 7.
S Club 7.
Orville or Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf.
Office US or Office UK.
US.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve or Henry Cavill.
Ooh.
Reeve.
Mel Gibson or Mel Brooks.
Brooks.
Arnie or Sylvester Stallone.
Arnie.
Steak or chicken.
Chicken.
Pizza or kebab.
Pizza.
Hero or zero.
Hero.
Light or dark.
Dark.
Sausage or bacon.
Bacon.
Scrambled or fried eggs.
Scrambled.
Oasis or Blur.
Oasis.
Spice Girls or Atomic Kitten.
The Spice Girls.
Neighbours or Home and Away.
What's
What's the difference?
Yes, Brad, you got through it.
Right.
So,
Word association, not one or the other.
Word association. Can we break that down a little bit?
So, to break it down a little bit, what we tried to do with Munch Punch, and it was really good answers actually. I threw it.
He's thrown you right under the bus. She brings us up every single time we're talking about movies.
Don't trust his answers. Who hasn't watched Shrek?
Brad's not watched Shrek.
What? We'll get to that in a minute.
No, we will not.
But no, to be fair to Breezy, he did it right. So
I figured it out. It was going on. Oh yeah, right.
So that was actually really, really good.
Any controversial ones for you?
Oh, I didn't know which way we were going to go on Mel Brooks and Gibson. I'll be honest.
Well, Mel Brooks is the comedy director, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he did Spaceballs. Classic.
And Mel Gibson is going to be like weird and anti-Semitic.
Yeah, I've never. I generally swear that Mel Gibson hates the British.
It's actually to
as great as fucking what's it called?
I can't remember.
As great as Braveheart is,
Braveheart.
clearly okay. So all the British are rapists, okay. And then he made The Patriots, which is about the fucking like, okay, we're also the British of the films as well, and also just. Yeah.
I think if he has got any Scottish heritage, I know there were talk years ago of him having Scottish heritage too with Braveheart and stuff.
What is he Australian or American?
No, that's Is he Australian?
Google it. You're right.
As soon as he said that, I was like, no, I don't think he is. But then, I don't know if you've seen it, Always Sunny have remade, no, not remade, they've done Lethal Weapon 4 and 5 before they actually did the Lethal Weapons
okay.
As a joke, they redid it.
Well,
and then the characters that were playing Mel Gibson in the series, it was like,
I know about Lethal Weapon. I actually watched all of them when I was.
They did an Australian accent, and one of the jokes was, "Wait, is he actually Australian?" So yeah. I don't know if he is.
No, for me it was with that one. It was between action and comedy, and obviously Mel Brooks is a legend.
When I think of Gibson, I just think of Braveheart.
Yeah.
I forgot about Lethal Weapon completely. He's really good.
The Jesus Christ as well film.
Passion of the Christ.
Yeah.
It was actually really good. It was the film Expendables 3. It was actually he was like the best part of that.
Do you like the Expendables films?
Oh, I got a fourth one, but it's like the idea was because it's like because it was all these like 80s stars. The second one was fucking insane.
Yeah, it was great.
Just like because the second one is like. The first one's like okay, fair enough. But it's like a lot of B actors. So you got like but you got like Statham, then you got like Dr. Lundgren and Jet Li. To be fair, but then Arnie and Bruce Lee made cameos.
Yeah.
But in the second one, like Arnie's in it a lot more. Bruce Lee's in it. Jean-Claude Van Damme's the villain. Chuck Norris is in it.
Van Damme's sick, man. Right, so Mel Gibson. He was born in America. Moved to Australia when he was 12.
That's where it comes from.
I think 12 is late enough to not develop Australianisms.
Before puberty, though, isn't it?
That's around the same time. Does that play a major role?
It's Australian, or is it American Australian puberty?
Oh well, I think American puberty's earlier.
You know what I still love, and this.
I can see him throwing a shrimp. He's probably been there long enough to throw a shrimp on the.
This is going back to my country roots. I love that one of the biggest country stars in the world is Australian.
Is it?
Keith Urban.
I don't even know who that is.
He's married Nicole Kidman.
Never heard of him.
Good catch.
Good catch. Yeah.
Something in the chat.
Never too old to develop isms. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Jimmy Carr versus what was he one?
Alan
Carr. And the
I don't like either of them.
Really?
In hindsight, I would have said Alan, so I'm not really that fan of Jimmy Carr.
The way I look at it is Jimmy Carr's more bluer and Alan Carr's more happy comedy.
Yeah, Alan Carr's been very camp, isn't he? He's gay, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's like stereotypically almost gay, though, isn't he?
But he does.
It was around that time when that was.
I think that might actually be him, though.
But he did it in an act. It's just him. And the best bit about it is, and a lot of people don't know this, but Alan Carr's father is actually quite a well-known football player back in the 60s, 70s, and he went on to manage. So anyway, so when Jimmy Carr every day
completely agree.
So Alan Carr, right? So his dad was quite macho, if you can imagine, right? And he's like, "Oh, Alan, you've got to try out for the football." Anyway, he goes. You can imagine my dad's horror when I ran on the pitch. Going like, and he's like. Yeah, he never asked me to play again.
Try and convince me that football is a manly sport. The amount of dives they fucking take.
Well, that's a modern thing.
Every injury is like, it's fucking turns to
honestly, we had it today with Spurs.
Referee, the pain.
Yeah.
Book that man.
We had it.
I shall never walk again.
I want to hear this. Book that man.
They might as well.
A yellow card, I do it well.
Sometimes, I'm not joking, right? Right.
It's imagine a guy lying on the floor holding his knee going, book him! Book him! Let the card come off!
Bams loves my Alan Carr impression.
Oh, God.
But, right, imagine this, right? I always remember, right, and it was very low league stuff. It was like under 13 local league, right? I when I was younger, I played for a team called West End out of Oswald Twizzle near Accrington.
Oswald Twizzle, that's a funny word.
Right? So, anyway, I'm playing for this team, right, and we're playing Rishton.
That's funny.
And I'm not joking, there was this kid, and he was called Rusty because of his reddish hair.
Rusty from Rishton.
And he literally took me out, I mean completely slid right through my legs, right? And I remember feeling like I'd just done the splits and my hamstring and groin were tight and everything. So anyway, I just got up, right? I was like, and I'll never forget, and it was actually their manager who told me to stay down.
Oh, really?
How
long ago was this?
This was, so bearing in mind, this was like, what would it have been? So it would have been 95, 96. So we're talking like 28 years ago.
Okay.
No, but the point is,
when
even
JC was in his 40s.
But even back then, in your under, you're under 14s league and under 13s.
Yeah.
they're teaching kids to stay down when they're fouled.
Yeah.
That's the generation of the culture. But I did afterwards. I did say to the guy, I said, "Sorry, sir, why did you tell me to stay down?"
Yeah.
And he actually said he didn't want me to aggravate the injury because he could tell it wasn't.
All right, that's a safety element.
No, it wanted the penalty. Stay down, dickhead.
Bambi wants clarification. Ozzle Twizzle?
Ozzle Twizzle, it's a small town outside of Accrington, between Accrington and Blackburn.
It's just outside of Inner Twizzle, I think.
It's here we go, OSWALDTWISTLE.
Right, final...
Oswald Twizzle.
It is Oswald.
Yeah, but they pronounce it Ozzle Twizzle, it's sound.
Final point of contention for me on Munch Punch.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve versus Henry Cavill. And you chose...
I like Henry Cavill. I genuinely like the man.
You like him as a person, as an actor, just not as Superman.
I have no problem with him, Superman. Seems like a person, but to me, Christopher Reeve was just
iconic.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
He was pitch perfect as Superman.
I get that. All right, I get that.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. It actually really pissed me off because I went looking.
Also, again, tragic one.
That's an interesting point. You've just said 50% of his films were great.
No, his acting was second to none as Superman.
Absolutely.
Okay, right, we're back on point. Okay.
But the film third and fourth were...
he was perfect. It's like a scene where it's like...
He embodied...
It's like kind of a joke. It's like, how it should have ended on YouTube. It's like Batman and Superman in a cafe talking about films. Then what are you going to do? I don't know, fly space, start for the camera. If you watch that, that's how the first Superman ends, I think. It's like just Christopher Reeve, he breaks the fourth wall, looks at the camera, like...
And it was such a freak accident that obviously retired him from paralysed and everything. Unbelievable.
Do you know what I don't like about the old Superman films?
Oh.
Obviously.
She fucking shot him in a hotel room!
Don't like her.
Because she thought he was Superman, which she was right, but you shouldn't have shot him. What if she was wrong? She would have killed him.
It was terrible. Actually, no,
she was pretty bad.
I don't think I like any of the Lois Lanes, apart from the one in Smallville.
No, actually...
It's alright.
Actually, if you take it from a light-hearted version of Superman, when Dean Cain did it with Terry Hatcher, I actually didn't mind Terry Hatcher as Lois Lane. I thought she was the least
I don't know any of these names. Which film
what do you want to know? Is this the New Adventures of Superman?
Yeah. They're on Saturday night when we were younger.
I can't believe that was a TV show, to be honest.
It was great. I loved it. I loved Dean Cain's Superman.
I don't know what the actor's called, but I like the actor that played him in Smallville. I think he was really good.
Tom
could be. That's Google it. All right. So
I really liked Lex Luthor was great in that.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
I like that he started as friends.
But all right. That's good take. Put it this way as well. Go back to the 80s.
I think like Tom. His first name was definitely Tom.
Yeah.
I think he fucking hated playing the role.
But Gene Hackman.
Tom Welling.
Gene Hackman was legendary.
Didn't he have her?
He wore a wig.
He wore a wig in it. He wore a toupee.
Can't be Lex Luthor with a wig. Can't be Lex Luthor with hair. It's just wrong.
Also, I think, but like, I'll tell you what, I was actually watching some clips from one of my favourite shows. I need to watch it back. So just watch some clips. I'm like, holy fuck! The writing in this show is incredible.
Yeah.
Justice League Unlimited.
Animated show. Yeah. I'll tell you what. The animated series of most things tends to be.
Do you remember your Batman animated series?
Yeah.
And Superman animated. It's the same universe, same creators.
Okay.
And it's like, I'm watching this thing, and this was made years later. It's like, so the Justice League is Batman, Superman, same voice actors, Wonder Woman.
Nice.
And they're having this bit, it's like, it's Superman, Supergirl, John Washman, and Green Lantern. And Green Lantern has no powers, and it's like, this whole story plot is how this part of the government, like a shadow operation, is planning to make countermeasures for superheroes.
Yeah.
And they're like, Superman's like, we need to take them down. We're not talking about the government in general, we're talking about Shadow Cabinet abusing its power. And they're having this conversation like, what is the right way to deal with this?
All right, okay.
And Green Lantern's like, look,
like that. Yeah.
I'm the only guy here with no superpowers.
This is a kid's TV show.
Yeah,
This is a kid's TV show.
And Green Lantern's like, look, I'm the only guy here without superpowers. I'm going to tell you, you guys scare me.
Wow.
Bounds was waiting for Brad to bring up Batman. He loves his Batman. You know.
Also, there's a great character. It's called it's like a demon's character in the elevator called The Question, and his mask is a mask with no face. Wears like a fedora and a trench coat. Of course, he wears a fedora. And he's like massive conspiracy theorist, and it's like everything. There's one six conspiracy. And it's like, but he becomes like this huge character. He discovers this whole plot arc.
Yeah.
That Superman in another world killed the president, and the president was Lex Luthor.
Of course,
and the Justice League went rogue and took over. And then the fear is it's going to happen in their world.
I get that though. I get that.
And it's like, and he fights it out. He's like, oh shit, sorry. He finds out this is happening in this other world. He feels like it's lining up, so it's going to happen here. So he goes to see Luthor. This is a kids show. This conversation. He's in Lex Luthor's office. Lex Luthor is like, he actually uses the word Brobdingnagian. It's like,
sounds like overly like,
He goes, I want you to know.
Exaggerated.
It's like, Luthor, I want to know, although my state for you as a human being is Brobdingnagian, what I'm about to do isn't personal.
That's such a
it's like,
deep cut.
Deep
cut, right?
Yeah, because it's like, right.
Nobody uses that word.
No, it's like, everything has parts that make distinguish what it is. A is A. No matter what unit it is, Luthor is Luthor. And takes his tie off. It's like, if I'm to save the world, your existence needs to come to an end before you take office.
A kid's show!
Yeah!
Getting a kid's show!
Brilliant.
And Luthor's like, oh, you're going to kill him so Superman can't. it's like, I'm a well-known crowd. There's just a reputation will survive my actions.
Just sort of like as a segue from what you were just saying.
Forgot we're on a podcast.
You just don't fucking watch it.
Do you think we're in danger of being oversaturated now
with
superhero stuff? Because I've got a genuine fear about the movie industry, because it's picked up recently, there's been a few decent films coming out, but a genuine fear within the industry that they look at the superhero side as the money making.
Absolutely, 100%.
But the thing is, I mean, me personally, since Endgame, I've pretty much...
You've given up on Marvel?
Marvel's not been great since Endgame.
No.
There's no... And then we've got the TV shows, and we've got everything on.
They're trying to do way too much.
Yeah.
Until it's like... When it was first building up, there was an overarch. It was the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
It was good art. You knew how many movies were coming out, and you knew there was the end game. And it's like, okay, well, where's the next Infinity Stone coming from? Is it here? And it's like, okay, and so it was constantly building to something. And what they're building to now?
Do you need a goal?
Yeah, you do.
Why?
Because the beauty of Endgame
That's kind of the model of it now. I think there's so much expectation.
That's a really good point.
Now.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
It's the model of it, because they create a model.
But the beauty of it was
the bubble burst.
They had the films had a logical together.
Yeah.
Now you're just trying to throw in a multiverse. It's like, let's throw all this shit at people.
Hold that thought. Right? What is class? It's subjective. What's your personal favourite MCU film? Because I know what mine is.
My personal
it's Winter Soldier, which has no correlation with Thanos at all.
No, none. That's true, actually.
Great film. My personal...
Right?
Winter Soldier's so...
You don't need an endgame.
So I don't really care for first Captain America either.
No pun intended. You don't need an endgame.
You know what? I love the original Captain America.
I think the Captain America trilogy.
The first Avenger.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier's a good shout.
Bambi, this is not digression. This is a new subject, man.
This isn't digression. This is talking about why we weren't oversaturated with MCU before, but now we are. I think the issue now.
And also, I think we're in an extra long session tonight.
Yeah. I think we will be wrapping up soon, but I think from my point of view, the MCU with Iron Man, Thor, and various other components with the original Avengers, it all fit together nicely.
Good.
Now it's all a bit messy.
Especially with the TV shows.
Especially the TV.
Is it not only messy because we're trying to envision how they fit into a supposed roadmap?
Well, yeah, but that's what made the original movies great. It had a roadmap.
I don't know. To bring up the idea of...
For me, that's what made Endgame fantastic, because you had the build-up through the movies.
Infinity War was really
Infinity was better than Endgame.
I agree.
And it weren't just about the stones and Thanos either. It was about the development of them characters.
Yeah, but as well though, Infinity War, Thanos had so much hype to live up to, and they fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
In Infinity War they did.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In Endgame they did not so much.
In Endgame,
He was a great... I'd say Warrior was a really good villain. What If?
What is going on?
No, he was sick in What If. When he went all like super hyper, I'm gonna see through dimensions and stuff.
In Ultron.
Oh, do you mean Ultron? God, you're right. Well, I love the What If series. It's so
Second
good.
season coming.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, they delayed everything, haven't they?
Of course they have.
All strikers.
Yeah.
All strikers, that's what, it's...
The only thing I'm looking forward to in the new slate is the Daredevil series, but that's now been called off death.
But they
strike.
Yeah, and they're on about changing the lead, aren't they, in that as well?
Fuck off.
No way.
Yeah.
They changed the Charlie Cox, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, exactly.
They can't change the lead.
They've just put out Daredevil a few years ago as a series.
I need to know more about this.
And they're on about changing him. It's unreal.
He's
honestly.
amazing. He's so good.
Honestly, I can't stress this enough how good he was. But lads, just on a slight segue, and this week we're just gonna take it how it is. So Breezy, what movie?
Oh yeah.
Would you like to promote this week? And what is your movie?
Your little black book. Little black book.
Let's see.
Just turn it down a touch, right?
I'll turn you down a touch in a minute.
Oh, right, okay.
That's wrong. Give me a second, guys.
Live productions.
You actually hide this shit behind my desk.
I usually hide this shit behind my desk. You ain't got no desk, do you?
I sent that 5 minutes ago.
We'll be back in 5 minutes. So.
Exactly. We can digress for days. Babs, exactly.
I actually quite like our digressions.
We do, we digress, but they're interesting subjects.
For us.
I feel there's too much superhero while Brad sorts himself out.
There we go. You damping that up. Yeah. I mean, I like it. Don't damp it down.
Yeah, there you go. So what's your movie of the week anyway, Brad? Hard to top last week's, by the way.
That was a good one last week. True and Short. Oh man, True.
My delivery of that was fucking appalling.
Yeah, but it's such a good film. It carried it. Go on.
So it seems kind of appropriate because as you're in my house today, the title of the film is called The Guest.
Oh.
So 2014 film. So basically, kind of like a modern thriller film. But so basically, as it starts out with this, it's a former soldier, young guy, who's just returned from, I assume, Afghanistan or Iraq, whatever it may be. He goes to visit the family of a friend of his who died in the war, and goes, look, I'm just stopping by because we talked about you so much and blah blah. And this guy, it's like, oh yeah, and he imagines like he stays with the family for a few days, and he's just like, this guy's like very good looking guy. It's like, and he's like former soldier, and it's like everybody's as he comes in, he's like super polite, super well mannered, super. It's like, but it's at the same time, it's just like something.
Yeah. Then there's a feeling.
Yeah, it's like a weird vibe about it. But anyway, so the family last stay for a few days in the old friend's room, and he talks to the family and learns about them as it goes on. It's like the father of the family's like, oh, one thing gets promotion and shit like that, and then a few days later, it's like the guy got the promotion was found dead. and stuff like that. So these things start happening, start benefiting the family.
Yeah.
It's like, and every now and again, you get a shot of him like just in the room alone, just sat, just fucking staring through the fucking wall, just like fucking intense as fuck.
What a creep.
Yeah, and it's like it's like it feels like something that would have been made in the 80s.
Okay.
But it's like modern. It's
almost experimentally
of it, yeah.
approach, yeah.
But it's got really cool synth and shit. There's one scene I fucking love. It's like the guy goes to pick up like the youngest kid. Like it's like he's in high school. But he's like he gets bullied. It's like the guy knows right, someone's bullying you. It's like oh yeah. It's like well they always go to this bar because the like the barman lets the football players drink and shit like that. It's like and instead of driving home, he drives to the bar. It's like what we do? Well, I'm gonna get a drink. Are you coming? And he goes in, he orders like this fireball shot or something, and the kid can barely drink, and he keeps drinking like nothing. It's like, I'm gonna get used to it. It's like, oh yeah, so these guys over there, how about you go get them a cocktail each, some, having a drink. And then get some, what's it called? He calls it like blowjob shots for the lady friends.
Oh, okay.
So one of the jocks comes over and it's like, oh, you bought me this drink. He throws it in his face. It's like this moment of like, the music's going, it's like this on his face, it's just like, just like wipes his face down. It's like,
It's
like, just calm again. It's like, oh well, why don't you try this? Just like throws his fucking like hot drink in his face.
Oh,
beats the shit out of all the jocks. Yeah. So it's like hell in the face, but then it's like and then you find out that at the same time, like the sister gets suspicious and looks into him, and something comes up on a military record. It's like, we need to go in there now. It's like, so anyway, it's just a very cool thriller. A lot of synth. It's like a throwback to the 80s, but in modern day.
Cool.
As it expands, you see like, okay, this guy is like. It makes no bones about it. As it goes on, you see just like how fucking lethal this guy is. And it's like, and anyway, so stars Dan Stevens, who's a British actor. I believe he's in Dalton Abbey.
Always.
All right, Dalton Abbey, yeah.
I've never seen that.
British, like, controversial, but British actors.
Yeah,
good shit.
You can find it free on ITVX. On Amazon Prime, I think you like an icon.
That's probably there. ITVX, I've noticed, plays at like 420. It's terrible resolution. Yeah, if you can play it anywhere else, it's great.
Yeah. And a friend of mine called Gary, he fucking hated it, so that should make him die.
We don't value Gaz's opinion.
Yes.
He ain't watching, don't worry.
I know he does listen sometimes. Yeah, he does listen. He listens back more on the actual Spotify and stuff and podcasts.
So when was that film from?
2014.
Do you know what? Like, that's around the time when the 80s synth and
It falls around the same time as well, and it's one of the same actors in it.
Interesting.
Oh, great choice. Thanks very much for that.
Good show.
So, we're coming to the end of the podcast.
No. Turn the lights out. This is the After Dark session. This is where we get into some really deep shit.
We are coming to the end.
No, we're not.
We've got a lot. The guys.
Brad's house.
We're gonna be doing some filming tonight, which for On the Rocks. Make sure you check out On the Rocks on YouTube. Make sure you check out and follow BradEasy on Twitch. On the Rocks Twitch.
Yeah.
Myself. Don't forget to drop a follow. Bounce wants to keep a camera on because it's all good, but no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. But coming up next week, I will be in the spot for Munch or Punch.
Oh, it's an advance
quick fire round. Double D or Brady will be giving us that rundown, and also Double D's review.
Is that starting next week?
Yes. So
thanks for keeping me in the loop.
For anyone who doesn't know, I meant to message you back, and then I thought I'll just speak to you now.
It's alright.
So Double D obviously loves his hip hop, his rap. Yeah. I have tried to give him a list of 20 songs that I would listen to on a weekly basis, and I want his honest opinion. But what I will say, preparing for this, is sometimes you just have to enjoy the melody.
No. And my analysis of the song will be based on the lyrics and the instrumental.
Okay, fair enough. It will be a double do review, but I will say sometimes, first time, just listen to the song and see how you feel.
I listened to the song like 5 times.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be an analysis, mate.
So we're gonna have a breakdown. Double D on with one of JC's playlists next week. Looking forward to that. Obviously, Brady, we'll have another movie of the week. We'll be back to our regular Wednesday slot. Are we good for Wednesday this week, lads? Yeah.
Am I good for Wednesday?
And
that's a you problem.
This will be Wednesday at 7.
Does anyone know if I'm good for Wednesdays?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, cheers.
This is why we don't do live, because we just talk over each other and it just goes.
Yeah.
What?
But thank you to anyone who tuned in, really appreciate it. Make sure you check out next week, Wednesday at 7 o'clock, only on the JC1 official Twitch channel. And obviously uploaded to Spotify, Amazon Music, Audacity, Apple Podcasts. It's everywhere. Make sure you check it out. Give us a listen. Give us a follow.
Put it in your
We will check you out very soon. So thank you once again to everyone. And good night.
We can always stay a little longer. We don't have a plan. Just let me live a little younger than I really am. We've got nothing here to save us from ourselves. Let's live life like it's made up, jump in the wishing well. We are wanderers, nothing can stop us. 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 We are wanderers, nothing can stop us.